This video will show you how to be a champion of safety and use the Site Planning Safety Checklist to inspect swing and slide gate installations. This video is intended for demonstration purposes only. Gate safety is not only important for property owners and visitors, but also for the installer and anyone servicing the gate and operator. LiftMaster is committed to safety. That's why we have invested in the national Don't Chance It, Check It Gate Safety Program to help keep customers and installers safe and informed. Using the Site Planning Safety Checklist for every installation helps ensure safe gate access systems are designed, installed, and maintained in accordance with both UL 325 and ASTM F2200. The International Building Code IBC, International Residential Code IRC, and International Fire Code IFC also require gate installations to comply with UL 325 and ASTM standards. The gates depicted in this video are intended to represent common slide and swing gate applications and may not represent all gates and gate types. Begin by checking that the installed gate operator is approved to current UL 325 standards. LiftMaster operators meet UL 325 and bear the UL listing mark. Next, let's look for the proper gate warning signs. Warning signs must be securely mounted in the near vicinity of each side of the moving gate, in a place where they can be easily seen. Faded signs should be replaced. Gate installations commonly have two areas where the risk of entrapment is greatest: the point where the gate closes and the area behind the gate when opening. Each entrapment zone must be protected by two independent entrapment protection devices. Acceptable safety devices include inherent obstruction sensing, monitored photoelectric sensors, and monitored edge reversing sensors. Make note of the installed safety devices for each of the entrapment zones. Do not repair a gate operator that does not have two independent entrapment protection devices for each entrapment zone. Inform the property owners or managers of how updates to safety standards can reduce possible accidents. Next, identify the facility type as classified under UL 325. A single-family home or residential application would be considered Class 1 facility. An apartment, condo, or gated facility would be considered a Class 2 facility. An industrial application would be considered a Class 3. Class 4 facilities are usually considered high-security applications. Now let's check for compliance with ASTM F2200 standards. Adhering to the standard helps eliminate potential entrapment hazards. The following checks apply to both swing and slide gate installations. Check for smooth bottom edges on the gate. It is common to find pickets extending down past the bottom bar of the gate. Extending pickets must be removed or a new bottom bar must be added to prevent objects from getting caught under the gate. Check the locations of any access controls. Access controls such as 3-button stations or telephone entry systems must be mounted at least 6 feet from the gate. Barbed wire must be mounted at least 6 feet above grade. Barbed tape, while similar, must be mounted at least 8 feet above grade. A separate pedestrian entrance that is out of reach of the moving gate must be available. Vehicular gates must only be used for automotive traffic. Specific items to verify on swing gate installations are as follows. Check that the distance from the pivot point to the column edge is less than 4 inches. Now open the gate and measure the distance from the open gate to the wall or the nearest stationary object. There must be a space greater than 16 inches or a monitored entrapment protection device must be installed. For slide gate installations, perform the following checks. Check that all gate rollers are covered. This includes V-track and cantilever rollers. Spaces between gate pickets should be no wider than 2¼ inches. If spaces are wider than 2¼ inches, meshing must be added from the bottom of the gate up to at least 6 feet above grade. Sliding gates should have a catch post or bracket. In some cases, guide rollers are used for this purpose as well. These types of brackets, guide rollers, or posts will prevent gates from falling down should they become detached from their supporting hardware. Sliding gates should never have a gap exceeding 2¼ inches from fence or gate support post. If a gap exceeding 2¼ inches exists, a panel must be added to reduce the gap. Any stationary objects that are more than 16 inches away from the gate frame do not require any corrective action. Check for positive stops, which prevent a sliding gate from rolling past its intended open and closed positions. It's common to find receiver guides mounted on the front side of a receiver post. To be ASTM compliant, any receiver guide mounted lower than 8 feet above grade must be mounted behind or to the side of the receiver post. Once the gate safety check is complete, the installer or service person should review the results with the property owners and provide a copy of the completed safety check to the homeowner or property manager. A copy should also be stored with any other documentation relating to this site. Keeping this kind of record not only allows you to show proof of inspection, but opens up future service opportunities. You've just learned how to design, build, and maintain safe gate installations. Be a champion of safety and make "don't chance it, check it" a habit every time you visit a site to ensure it meets the new UL 325 and ASTM F2200 standards. You are not only protecting your customers, you are also protecting your business.